Hello, Super Explorers, and welcome. I'm Lena, and oh my goodness, are we going on an amazing adventure today to solve a super old, super sparkly mystery. We're going to be detectives and investigate the Great Pyramid. It's one of the biggest and oldest buildings in the entire world, and it is hiding a really big secret. Are you ready to be detectives with me? Fantastic! Let's get our imaginary magnifying glasses ready.
Okay, detectives, here we go. This is our first clue. I want you to look very, very closely at this picture of the Great Pyramid. Wow, look at it. It's so huge, isn't it? It's sitting in a big sandy desert in a country far, far away called Egypt. Now, use your best detective eyes and look all the way up. Follow the big stone sides of the pyramid up, up. Keep going all the way to the tippy top. The very peak. Do you see it? Does anything look a little bit flat? It almost seems like the final pointy part might be missing, doesn't it?
Now, before we solve our mystery, we need to understand just how big this pyramid is. It was built a super long time ago, way before your grandparents or even their grandparents were born. And it is so tall. It's taller than a big skyscraper you might see in a city. And get this, it's made of millions of giant stone blocks. And just one of those blocks is as heavy as a car. Can you imagine trying to lift a car? No way. It took so many people a very long time to build this giant stone triangle. And if you looked really closely at the top, you were right. The special stone that goes right on the peak, that pointy bit that finishes the whole thing, it's gone. It's not there anymore. Oh no! Where could it have possibly gone? That, my friends, is our big mystery for today.
That's right, Super Explorers. Today, we are going on a hunt for this amazing, special, and very shiny missing piece. You see, it wasn't just any old rock they put up there. Oh no. It was the most important part of the entire pyramid, and it was absolutely beautiful. So this special topstone has a very special, very fancy name. It's a big word, but I know we can say it together. Are you ready? It's called a Pyramidion. Let's try saying it in little pieces, okay? First, just say pyramid. Can you say that? Great. Now for the next part. Say eon. Your turn? Perfect. Now let's put it all together. Pyramid eon. Pyramidion. You did it. Let's say it one more time together, nice and loud. Pyramidion. Awesome job, detectives.
So, what made this Pyramidion so special? Well, it wasn't made of the same plain stone as the rest of the giant pyramid. Oh, no. It was made of something much shinier. Are you ready to find out what it was? Okay, let's do a little drum roll on our knees. Brrr. What could it be?
Gold. Can you believe it? The whole tippy-top piece was covered in real, shiny, sparkly gold? Wow, real gold? Yes! Not pretend gold, not yellow paint, real gold. It must have been so bright and so beautiful, sparkling in the hot desert sun.
This says it perfectly. It shined in the sun like a little star. I want you to just imagine that for a second. Picture the big, bright sun in the sky shining down on the desert, and that golden tip would have caught the sunlight and glittered and glowed so brightly that people could see it from miles and miles away. It would have looked like a tiny sun or a bright star that had fallen from the sky and landed right on top of the pyramid. Just magical.
So here's a really big question. Why was this one little golden piece so important? It's just the very top, right? Well, it was actually the most important piece of all. It was the piece that finished the whole thing and made it perfect. Let's think about it with some fun examples, and I think you'll see exactly what I mean.
Okay, I want you to picture a big, beautiful Christmas tree. It has lots of pretty red and green ornaments and sparkly lights that blink on and off. It looks really nice, right? But let's look at the very top.
something is missing. It doesn't have a star. It just looks, well, unfinished. It's not quite right. Now, imagine putting a big, beautiful, shiny star right on that very top branch. Ah, there, see? Now it's perfect. The star completes the whole tree and makes it feel finished and special.
And that's exactly it. The golden Pyramidion was like the star on the Christmas tree. It was that big, shiny, finishing touch that made the entire Great Pyramid feel complete and perfect. It was its own special star, the very last piece to make everything just right.
Okay, let's try one more, and I know you're gonna love this one because it's delicious. Imagine a yummy ice cream sundae. It's got scoops of your favorite ice cream, maybe chocolate and strawberry, and then we pour warm, gooey chocolate sauce all over it, and then a whole mountain of colorful sprinkles. It looks so good. But wait, look at the very top. There's no cherry. A sundae isn't really a sundae without a bright red cherry on top. That cherry is the best part. It makes it a real sundae.
So you guessed it. The golden Pyramidion was the cherry on top of the pyramid. It was that extra special, super important final piece that made everyone who saw it go, wow. It was the best and most beautiful part of the whole thing.
Okay, so if this golden tip was so important and so beautiful, where is it now? This is where our mystery gets really interesting. It's time to look at the clues and see what the grown-up detectives who study this stuff think happened. Okay, detectives, put on your thinking caps. Let's investigate. Okay, so there are two main ideas, two big clues about what might have happened. Clue number one, maybe it just fell off. You know, after all that time, crumble, boom. Clue number two, or maybe someone took it. Let's look at each clue one by one. Let's think about our first clue. Remember how we said the pyramid is super old? We're talking thousands and thousands of years old. And in all of that time, the ground in Egypt might have shaken from something called an earthquake. You know when the whole ground wiggles and jiggles? Well, if the ground shook really hard, it might have made that stone at the very tippy top wobble and wobble until it tumbled all the way down. That could have happened a long time ago. Now for our second clue. Remember what the Pyramidion was covered in? That's right, gold. And gold is very special and very valuable. Some people think that a long time ago, someone who wanted that shiny gold might have climbed all the way to the top of that huge pyramid and taken the golden tip for themselves. Oh, I hope not. That would be so sad, wouldn't it? So, now it's your turn to be the lead detective. We have our two clues. Do you think a big earthquake made it fall down? Or do you think somebody took the shiny gold because it was so precious? Have a little think about it. What does your detective brain tell you? There's no wrong answer because it's still a big mystery.
And that's what's so cool. No one knows for sure what happened, which is why it's one of the world's greatest mysteries. But it's so much fun to think about, isn't it? Wow, we learned so much today about the pyramid's missing star. Let's go over everything one more time to make sure we remember all of our awesome detective work.
Okay, let's remember the most important things from our investigation today. First, what was that special top stone called? Pyramidion. You got it. And what was it covered in? Shiny gold. Yes. And it was the most important part, the finishing touch, just like the star on a Christmas tree. Perfect. And finally, what happened to it is still a big mystery. And that is the end of our amazing mystery adventure. But I have one last question for you. If you were walking in the desert and you couldn't believe your eyes, you found the missing golden Pyramidion, what would you do with it? Would you try to put it back on top of the pyramid? Or maybe put it in a museum for everyone in the world to see? It's so fun to imagine. Thank you so much for being such wonderful detectives with me today. Bye-bye.